BioShock Infinite has been out for about a week now, and given the story, and especially the ending of the game, I predict people will be discussing and debating its specifics for a very long time. I wanted to make a video outlining something I noticed in the game that doesn't seem to be getting very much attention. Now granted, I honestly don't know how much of this was intended by the creators of BioShock, but considering how rich and crafted that story was, I highly doubt too much of it is just coincidence. In any case, I'm hoping this video can be a jumping off point for some discussion. So please feel free to leave some comments with your own point of view, whether you agree, disagree, or simply think I'm full of crap. And before we continue, I just want to say that this video will contain spoilers. Lots and lots of spoilers, in fact. So if you haven't played it yet, do yourself a favor, save this video for later, and give that game a try. On my first playthrough of the game, my girlfriend noticed that the coin flip scene with the Lutesses seemed very reminiscent of the opening of the film Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead is a 1990 film based on the play of the same name. It deals a lot with the ideas of free will, determinism, and the nature of time, but more on that later. Here are the two scenes for comparison.
Heads.
Or tails.
Come on, let me through. Heads.
Or tails.
Heads. Told you.
I never find that as satisfying as I imagined.
Chin up, there's always next time.
I suppose there is.
Heads. 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 Heads.
Both BioShock Infinite and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern deal with the nature of determinism, if we have free will or if our choices are made for us.
I've been spinning coins together since... I don't know when. And in all that time, if it is all that time, 157 coins spun consecutively have come down heads 157 consecutive times, and all you can do is play with your food.
Early in the film, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern struggle to remember how exactly they got where they were, in an immediate sense, and find that this is their earliest memory of the day.
Rosencrantz! Guildenstern!
It's eerily reminiscent of a scene that Booker keeps returning to as his earliest memory.
Open this door right now!
Are you going to hurt her? Tell me what you want!
Perhaps not so coincidentally, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern also find themselves drifting back to this particular moment in time. Both of these events provide an origin point of sorts for these stories, leading us to question if the events that followed were the results of choices made or predetermined actions. Interestingly, in Infinite, the Lutesses seem to take on the role of another character in Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, that of the leader of a troupe of actors who seems to be following the duo and mysteriously hints at future or past events. By the end of the game, the coin flip scene seems to suggest that there have been over 100 different bookers that the Lutesses have asked to flip a coin. With all the coins coming up heads, they are establishing that this moment is a constant, not a variable. Likewise, interactions between Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, and the troop leader also seem to imply a cyclical nature of action and consequence.
Where are you going?
I can come and go as I please.
You know your way around.
I've been here before.
We're still finding our feet.
I should concentrate on not losing your heads.
You speak from knowledge?
Precedent.
You've been here before.
And I know which way the wind is blowing.
To draw a few closing comparisons, a running joke in the film is that no one can tell the difference between Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, not even themselves.
My dear Guildenstern.
You forgot, haven't you?
My dear Rosencrantz.
In Infinite, it's heavily implied that the two Lutesses are almost certainly the same person, just from different universes. And of course, the film asks the question if Rosencrantz and Guildenstern were dead all along. I think we know where the Lutesses stand on that matter.
Why do you ask what?
And the delicious question is when.
The only difference between past and present
Is semantics.
lives, lived, will live.
Dies, died, will die.
If we could perceive time as it truly was,
What reason would grammar professors have to get out of bed?
Oh, and most importantly, there's also juggling. So what do you think? Does the connection between the film and the game have any meaning? Were the Lutesses simply inspired by Rosencrantz and Guildenstern? Or is there some deeper meaning? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thanks for watching.